Acquiring services based on multiple mismatched bids is one of the most irresponsible things you can do as a board of directors. I will explain using an example. A family of 4 needs a car that can carry all of the members of the family. They do a search online for cars for 4 people, and they get 2 results. The results come back as Chevy for 4, $1,000, Ford for 4, $1,500. As a family, the responsible thing for them to do would be to purchase the lowest cost vehicle, right? Wrong. Making a large purchasing decision with such incomplete, vague information would be completely irresponsible. A responsible consumer would compare the vehicle's features apples to apples before they make a purchase. Let's add a little detail to the example to highlight the point. The Chevy is a Camaro that gets 22 miles per gallon, has a 36,000 mile warranty, power seats, and USB ports. The Ford is a Fusion hybrid that gets 43 miles per gallon, has a 36,000 mile warranty, Bluetooth, and a backup camera. With more details, you see that the Ford offers twice the miles per gallon and has the added safety benefits of being able to handle phone calls hands-free. The backup camera also helps prevent them from accidentally running over a tricycle in the driveway. So the real responsible thing for them to do would be to buy the Ford Fusion and get better gas mileage and added safety features, right? Wrong. You see, at this point, they are comparing a hybrid with safety features, apples, to a sports sedan with luxury options, oranges. The responsible thing for them to do would be to compare hybrid cars with safety features to hybrid cars with safety features. Luckily, this family happens to be super savvy and responsible, so their next search is Chevy hybrid with safety features. From that search result, they get a Chevy Malibu that gets 49 miles per gallon, has a 36,000 mile warranty, Bluetooth, and backup camera for $1,650. Now the specs of the vehicles they are comparing are near identical. They are comparing apples to apples. The family can then focus on things like the maker's reputation, available color, and minor details when making their final purchasing decision. Thankfully, it is not the majority, but there are still HOA boards of directors who fail to fully fulfill their fiduciary duty and examine apples to apples bids before making a decision. Failing to make large purchasing decisions based on comparable scopes on behalf of your community is a rookie mistake. The only beneficiary in this scenario type is the vendor. Here are just a few of the problems that this type of decision-making process causes. Number 1, you could never prove to the HOA's membership that you got the best value for the service you purchased because you only got one price from one vendor on the scope you bought. Number 2, you could never prove that you got the most qualified vendor to perform the services you purchased. That's because you hired the only vendor that bid that particular scope, and you did not compare their qualifications to perform that scope to other vendors. Number 3, you could not guarantee that the scope you purchased offers the best long-term benefits to your community. When you realize the scope you paid for lacks a certain feature or benefit you hoped you would get, your vendor can simply say, "That was not part of the original scope. For that, you should have asked us for an upgraded scope." A common example I see is when boards get multiple bids from termite companies. One company may bid for local treatment of termite activity using liquid termite control solutions such as Termidor or Ultraset. Another may bid for full structural fumigation. And a third may bid for non-traditional local termite treatments such as freezing or orange oil. Like in the example above, these 3 scopes are inherently different in the results each can realistically achieve, their cost, and the impact to the occupants of the areas being treated. The differences are so stark that making an apples to apples comparison of these 3 scopes is impossible. Just because 3 bids were all submitted by termite control companies does not mean that they are all matching in scope. Just like 3 car makers can produce 3 very different types of cars, 3 termite companies can produce 3 very different scopes in functionality and features. An apples to apples comparison would be having 3 companies produce a bid on the same scope. That is, all 3 bidders would bid on local treatment using traditional products, or all 3 companies bid fumigation of the structures. We continue to be Homeowner Association's preferred termite and pest control service provider. We pride ourselves in giving you the right information, tools, and additional resources to help you as you work to govern properly so all residents of your HOA can enjoy home. Consultations and estimates are free. Contact us at 1-844-GOT-ANTS. For other educational videos to help you in your HOA, subscribe to our YouTube channel or follow us on Facebook.